EIDL grant advances are done. This is a LALATE bombshell for Sunday, May 17th. As always, like and subscribe to this channel and drop your comments below, and we may feature them in Monday's recording. And we'll be answering all 65 of your EIDL grants questions in a moment. But first, the bombshell shocking news. Roughly 14 days ago, LALATE started this channel and appreciates your patronage. We have been up to close to 1 million views already. And today, the worst and most shocking bombshell of all. EIDL grant advances, by all accounts, appear to be over. Here's what's occurring. Originally, when the EIDL grant advance and loan process was offered under a streamlined application, which you all signed and signed up for in late March and early April, it said that you would be potentially entitled to an EIDL grant advance, meaning the advance would come before any discussion of a loan. All indications now indicate and suggest that SBA is no longer giving EIDL grant advances. Enough of your comments over the last 3 days, roughly 500 comments today, now indicate that SBA has stopped paying grant advances. So can you get a grant, and when will it come, and how much will it be? This is the current scenario as of Sunday, May 17th, and I will certainly warn that the situation is very fluid and changing on a daily basis. But the current situation is if you have not received an EIDL grant, you will only receive it if you get an EIDL loan which you accept and SBA accepts. And then afterwards, you can get a grant. Viewers of this channel have indicated that once they received an EIDL loan and was accepted, that they were able to call SBA on the advice of this channel and ask for the grant, and that SBA thereafter promised to send 2 payments, one for the EIDL loan and then with the grant. So the grant, in essence, did not come as an advance. It came after the fact. However, there's this. If you do get an EIDL loan offer, an email portal invite to go into SBA's website and select a loan amount, and go in there and select, and it's denied, you are denied an EIDL loan. All indications now suggest you do not get an EIDL grant. Yes, the EIDL grant advance that was supposed to be given in advance of any discussion of the loan is now being only given to those who get an EIDL loan approved and accepted and signed and funded by SBA. But if you never get an EIDL loan accepted, funded, and approved by SBA, you're apparently no longer getting the grant. That's the status as of today, Sunday. The situation is very fluid, but this is based upon enough comments by SBA representatives, viewers of this channel over the last 7 days that have repeated this exact statement. As always, this channel has never minced the news and has given to you whether it's good or bad. So let's get right to your questions. Keith Johnson, I applied on 4/3 and still waiting. If I'm denied the grant, I may sue the SBA and contact my House of Representatives. Hell, if I'm approved, I may do it anyway. Ridiculous. Very well said, Keith. Kahani, you just mentioned I cannot pay the money to credit cards. My whole business is run on credit. If I purchase the inventory through credit, my business, did I miss something? Yes, if you're unsure what you're supposed to use the EIDL loan money for, look at the DocuSign agreement when you receive it from SBA. Nick, so I was prepared for denial this weekend, but I got approval tonight. So he got an EIDL loan approval, signed the documents, filled out both forms. So I just assumed I was going to get an EIDL because of my credit score. So his credit score is just above 500, but he got a portal invite approved for a $550,000 loan. Then I was anxiously waiting for my denial letter. Lily decided to let it go. And then I got an email to sign my documents. I'm also a women-owned minority business. I don't know if it made a difference. I'm not celebrating. I just think I'm funded. But this Friday I just made it with a prayer. Congratulations, C-Nix. And not to make you greedy, I will call SBA and ask for your grant now. So congratulations. James Brown. This is for everybody. They need to get this bill passed. Good point. Mario Gutierrez. I applied March 30th, called twice. They're still telling me it's being processed. I was told I was denied and wait for an email. I think it's squeaky. Mario, as this channel is reported, you do not presume you have a denial until you get a denial email. A lot of people have been told denial and they actually get approved. Randy Riley. I love the show. Well, thank you, Randy. I applied for 2 of my business, got general emails, got no funding. Called Tier 2. She updated my bank information. She said maybe because of delay. Keep up with it, Randy. Paris Road, I applied, still waiting for the grant. You're now saying we may not get it? Yep. Now saying you may not, it will not come as an advance, but it may come if you get an approved loan. I have my numbers written down. Tier 2 says so many people applied on that day, it says it's backed up. They told me at least 800,000 people. Will I get the grant since it's been so long, or will I be denied? See prior comment, Paris. T. Edwards, I just received an email portal. So you received a portal for the loan. I've been waiting forever. It's one of those March 30th. So he's in the 330 vortex. I received the grant on April 18th, PPP on May 4th. It didn't give me the option to sign the disclosure documents. Weird. T. Edwards, I recall, and asked them what's going on with that portal invite. It doesn't sound right. Rick Nostro, hey, LALATE, I appreciate everything you're doing. Well, thank you, Rich. I called Tier 2. I applied at the beginning of April. Why are some Tier 2 representatives giving people information about their application? This is 2 times my application was submitted. However, I did not make applications. They say anything might be out of place, then a loan offer email will go through errors and other documents needed. What a crock. Awful, Rich. Awful. Great comments. Stay with it and keep us updated. JR applied March 30th, 330 Vortex. Got an email saying that I was denied to wait for another email stating, woke up today, got a denial letter stating why I've been denied for credit low. Have not received the grant, was told I would still need to see it. So, if you're watching this video, please also watch the EIDL loan video today. In that EIDL loan video, we detail, and I'll give you the spoiler right now, we are going to be doing a video next week on how to do a reconsideration for EIDL loan denials. So if you're watching this video and you received an EIDL loan denial, watch for our video early next week. Finally, if you are a convicted felon, have a misdemeanor or arrest or anything on your criminal record, whether it's a conviction or an arrest, and are unsure whether that impacts your ability to receive an EIDL loan, watch our video for today, Sunday. It addresses that issue in detail. Frankie Frank, I got off the phone, filed on April 5th, credit pulled, rep called in advance and said it was changed. Okay, so Frankie Frank is about to say what I said at the top of this recording. You will only get the grant if you're approved and accept the loan. If you're denied, you will not get it, is what the SBA representative said to Frankie Frank. There you go. They changed it again. I'm starting to think this is being done on purpose. There you go. It's confirmed again. Kenya Safari. So does anyone know how to do a reconsideration? I'd like to know how to get to it. Watch our channel on Monday and Tuesday. We're going to do that. Jay, I received a portal invite with no out grant. One for the loan, less the grant after 6 weeks. So, Jay, if you accept the loan, if you want to accept the loan, then call SBA, and it's accepted by SBA. Call SBA for your grant money. Hey, LALATE, Venezuela. I have a shocker update. Well, shocker bombshell from Venezuela. By the way, your show is the most informative. Well, thank you. Blow my dates again. I commented on you last week. I got the portal invite. Great. I'm sure that people are getting 3 loan officers or a loan officer who doesn't have the data in front of them. Finally got my docs approved today. See below my timeline. See the shockers, what happened after I got the portal. So he got a grant. Great. He got a grant on April 14th. Portal invite May 9th. He accepted the day, that same day. 5/12 says he was approved, called them on the phone. 4 hours later, 5/17 said I was approved for the docs from Max 150. I don't know what's with the SBA system. It seems like the loan officers are running into the system issue. I hope so others are running into the delay time between the portals to the docs. Hope of the great work. Thank you again. So what he's referring to, I don't know if it's a system error. This is what we've said for a few days. Venezuela, is that if you have a large loan offer, and what I mean large is over $50,000, it's generally being offered. It's generally SBA protocol currently that they're asking for additional documents is that's to ensure some sort of coverage for them in the case of a case of default on the loan. So don't be surprised if they ask for more documents and you don't go right to an immediate DocuSign document. But congratulations, keep us informed, and thank you for the spoiler and the shocker. Edwards, question, do you think an EIDL loan will show on personal credit or business credit only? Boy. Great question. Viewers, answer that for me. A lot of you have said personal, but I want everyone to comment on that. Did you see the credit appear on both personal and business credit. Patty Russell. Oh, another question. If I send the papers for $30,000, will I get a grant for an additional $10,000 as a part of the loan amount? You're doing a great job, Patty. So great question. No, the loan is for the loan, and sure enough, the loan is supposed to include the grant. Now, but what I would do is if you get a loan, I mean, this is what I would say for Patty and everyone else. If you get a loan offer, call SBA and say, okay, where's my grant money, to ensure where the grant is going to be. Most of the viewers of this channel have done that after they signed the loan document because of the timing of when we recorded the video. So they called SBA after they had signed the loan document because we were just late in doing the video at the time. And then SBA said, oh yeah, here's your grant, and you'll get a grant check on top of your loan check. So that, Patty, has generally been the case, but you can do it as however safe you want to do it. Shannon Desiree, what are we doing today? Thank you for the information. we're recording more EIDL. Thank you for the information. Great videos. Well, thank you. Be careful out there. Thank you. 212 Beauty Makeup Tips. I applied for the 330 Vortex. Awful. Thank you for tuning in for our live channel, Beauty Makeup Tips. If you have not tuned in for our live recordings, please do. They're very helpful. So she's a 330 Vortex credit pull, so I'm waiting nothing. Awful. Call them. CD. This is important information. I got approval for the EIDL loan of $10,000 on 5/15. Logged in, it's shown declined status. I found out that under my company name there was a change. It said change company. I applied 3 times. Approved. Another channel, I should reapply. My experience score is 630. I was denied for duplicate application. So CD, watch our video for Monday or Tuesday, but you're the first person who's indicated they were declined for duplicate application. Someone has said they've been declined for unable to verify identity. Casey, this is Kenya Casey. I was denied for both my EIDL loans for both my businesses, and I was also denied for my PPP because I had more than one application. Awful. What does this make sense? I don't know why you were denied for the EIDL. It doesn't say. Update the comments in this video and explain, and we'll respond to them on Monday. Patty again. I received the loan documents. Now where does it say the $10,000 forgiven? Now where does it say the $10,000 forgiven? The loan is $30,000. Can I trust them? Thanks. So Patty, that's a loan. It's an EIDL loan for $30,000 for 30 years for 3.75. It is not a grant. If you want the grant after that, or to supplement, call SBA as we've advised. Got loose slave traveler. Interesting screen name. I got the grant, got the loan offer for $1,000, a 30-year $1,000. And he's laughing. I'm laughing with him. I'm not laughing at him. Yeah, if you want that $1,000 30-year loan, well, you know. James Anthony, if I'm a convicted felon, can I receive... would be denied the loan even though I've already received the $10,000 grant? So he's received a grant but hasn't received the loan. He doesn't know if he's going to get it. James Anthony, answer is watch our EIDL loan video today, which is about felons and convictions and arrests and about all that interesting stuff. Sophia Lee, always love watching your videos. Very helpful. Thank you, Sophia. Wildcats applied 323, reapplied 330, credit pulled. Got a loan document signed this morning. Congratulations. Waiting funding 150. Well, congratulations. Keep us up to date and ask for the EIDL grant money. Chaz Dillon. Today I got approved for the loan. Still no grant. Does anyone know how long does it take to actually pay the documents? My application was in the $350,000 range. So if you got a loan for $350,000, Chaz Dillon, they're going to ask you for a lot of documents. They're going to ask you for some documents. So I do not think you're going to check within 24 hours. But stay with it. Congratulations. Kenya Safari. No stimulus, no PUA. I got the loan offer for 5/15 for $19,000. Her sister applied the same day, got a grant on 4/19, got a loan offer. Meantime, my payment is history. Awful. Awful. Why was yours denied? Can you drop in the comments why you're denied for the EIDL loan? I wanted the loan, and based upon the loan letter, and we'll respond to it on Monday. Sammy Dagahaman. Hey, LALATE, I've been denied EIDL loan due to low credit score. Okay, so here's a low credit score. At the time of loan, my application was 570 Experian, but now it's 635. They told me I can appeal the decision no more later than 6 months. What should I do after I got a better score? Thanks. Yes, that's a great point. How does a better credit score kick in? So watch our video on reapplying on Monday or Tuesday. President Caesar. I applied for agriculture, so agricultural person for EIDL rent, never got the grant, but got a portal invite for up to $27,000. What's going on with that situation? Very weird. A lot of you who are agricultural people who tuned to this channel earlier last week got grant and loan money funded instantly, within 2 days. But by the end of last week and by this week, the agricultural viewers of this channel are not indicating that they're getting grant money. And it's starting to sound like you're being treated like the non-agricultural people. If you accept your $27,500 loan offer, then call SBA, and they accept as well. Call SBA and say, where's your grant money? And keep us updated. Wayne Montgomery, LALATE, I have 2 felonies, and I was still approved for the grant. I also received a loan offer, but I'm not taking the loan. Yes, Wayne, and we featured your comment in the EIDL loan story. So if you have a criminal history, watch our loan story, because Wayne addresses the issue that we're addressing, which is, can you get grant and loan money if you're a convicted felon? Dennis Amatsusio, receive EIDL loan denial, no grant, no credit, says ineligible business. That's an interesting one. Did it say ineligible business because not impacted by COVID-19? That might be one of the grounds. Please indicate in the comments below that was why you were denied, because someone in the other loan denial letters said that as well, and we're addressing these denials in Monday or Tuesday's taping. John Smith, hello, are the SBA loan specialist contractors? They work for the SBA. They work for the SBA. I received an email from a loan officer requesting documents to verify my business were sent within the hour. Within the contents of the email, it says come from an external source and didn't have an agent's ID number. Boy. I would not respond to anything if you don't think it's valid and true. I mean, there's a lot of fraud out there, John. I'm sorry you sent that over. I don't know. Chaz Dillon, credit check 417. Also, I got an email for the portal invite. Does anyone want to know how long to 350? So, Chaz, same thing as before. Sane Dillon. Sane Isal is talking about the felons. Not true, Sane. He's talking about some stuff about the felons. We addressed it in the EIDL loan story tonight. Not true. Joe Peak Jack. They're asking for county, not country. Oh, okay. Licky. Because forbearance were given to everyone for student loans, it's dropped our credit scores dramatically. Good point. Dennis, ineligible type of business. Another denial for ineligible type of business. Does it say what type of business do you have, Dennis? If you're watching this video, you have an ineligible type of business, or you got any denial for an EIDL grant or loan, please be as clear as you can be as to why you're denied. I clearly understand the ones that were denied for low Experian credit score, but these other ones, please use the exact the verbiage and drop in the comments below. I'd love to hear it because we're doing this story update for you. Mary Bear, the soap company update. I was denied the loan. The email says, in these unprecedented times, we understand the challenge. Economic injury is not substantiated. So she actually puts the whole letter in the post, which is great, in the comments. Economic injury is not substantiated. So she called SBA. I was told the representative that I did not qualify for the advance, then called back. I was told to submit a reconsideration request, but since I was denied for the loan, I don't get it. Now, what's the law? Awful. Yes, you're not going to get the grant yet, but before you do that reconsideration, watch our video for that. Random Things, Random Times, great name. No loan, no grant, loan portal offered, eligible for $18,000 denied. Awful random. So watch our video for the reconsideration. Not guaranteeing anyone's going to get automatic approval, but at least it'll give you guidance as to what to do. Ricardo Hall, hey, LALATE, apply 4-9, receive grant $1,000, 5.5, no credit check. My question is, if I receive a higher offer, should I choose a lower amount due to the poor credit? Would this increase my chance of getting approval and funded? I have no collateral as well. What would be a safer amount to ask for poor credit? Thanks. So, Ricardo, great question. I mean, someone asked that in the loan story tonight. If you forgot, please watch the EIDL loan video tonight. And that question was the following. If you receive a loan offer and has a range, which you always does, if you're accepting on the high end, is it more likely that you're going to get a denial than if you accept on the low end? There's really no empirical evidence from viewers' comments or otherwise as to why loans are denied for the amount you choose. They appear to be denied based upon Experian credit check. They're making you an offer based upon a calculation of numbers you submitted in the Streamline application. But then when you go to click the amount you want, it's triggering an Experian credit check. And at that point, it's shooting out a denial. Now, some of you are not being denied for Experian credit check score. You're being denied for unable to verify impact from loss of work or these other issues. So that sounds to be like it's a human review. Hard to say. But if you have comments to today's video, which I'm sure you do, drop them below by Monday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we may answer them in Monday's recording. As always, stay with LALATE for more.